Hello, hello, hello. And yes, it's me in black and white with my good friends over there. Ramen and Sunday. Anyway, I'm
Uh,
just gonna let them sort of take over here and do their thing. So I'm leaving.
I could just watch this forever. It's fascinating. It's nature. It's real nature, right? right, right in front of us, like for real. Not like in a zoo, not like on TV. We still call it TV.
I do.
You still call it TV?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Haven't had a TV
20,
long time.
20 years, 10, 15, I don't know.
10, 15 years, you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah. But this is, yeah. This is,
I kind of wish it was TV. It makes me real nervous. Real nervous.
well, because he's tearing apart the deer down there on the frozen lake.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's like spooky season and all, but that's a little bit much, Eagle. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you.
The violence is a little excessive.
But it's real violence. It's not. It's not
We
made
don't
up.
know that.
You think the eagle is an actor and the deer is foil? I keep saying his. It could be. I don't know. There's
That could be
male.
a female. In fact, it's a rather large eagle. I've read that the females are larger than the males.
Are they the same color though? Same coloration?
Same color. Same color.
For bald eagles.
Mature bald eagles are all the same color, like over the age of 4. Yeah. Yeah. When they're under 4, they're brown.
How'd you learn that?
I follow a big something valley on Facebook. It's all Jackie and Shadow, they're an eagle couple.
Oh, that voyeuristic.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, I'm saying voyeuristic. I'm being voyeuristic right now,
like
obviously.
Staring at this eagle.
But I'm not broadcasting at all.
Serial killing a deer.
Getting serial kill one deer.
We don't know how many deers that eagle.
We don't know how many deers the eagle is. Yeah, you're right. So we can't
say.
We can't label the eagle a serial killer of deers.
That's just wrong.
Nature's never wrong.
I'm still not completely convinced that that's not staged. I mean, look at that.
What you think? What's the British guy who does all the David Attenborough?
David Attenborough.
You think Marlon Perkins is going to run out? And
I think Marlon Perkins is dead.
Okay, well, isn't David Attenborough dead as well?
Possibly. So maybe it's the Australian guy.
He's dead too, right? They're all dead.
See?
The crocodile hunter?
Yeah. See, that I'd rather watch it on TV. I'm much more comfortable with Bighorn Valley on my Facebook.
Well, what are you doing here then? Can I just spend a little time in peace with nature?
Just walking back from the grocery store.
Did you get me a whoopie pie?
I got one of the classic ones, not the Mike's,
Steve's.
Steve, whatever.
Yeah.
Same name.
Yeah, one of the classic ones, the ones that come in a wrapper.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they all come in wrappers, but like
Yeah, like shoot. Mm-hmm.
Those are good. Yeah, I don't know. I never thought of myself as a nature person. And then we got up here to northern Maine, and it was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not the one who wanted to come up here. You may recall, I still can't handle the change to colder weather.
Is it the plague? I mean, what?
I don't know if it's the plague. I don't know. Probably got the same thing Jane had.
Well, keep it to yourself.
Well, I'm trying to keep it to myself.
He just pulled it. Ugh. It was like a strand of tendon or something. That's just uncalled for.
Yeah. Well, please feel free to move on. Move on. Keep going. The house is just like I don't know, 300 yards away.
I'm having a conversation.
You're commenting on the beauty of nature in a negative way, and I'm
just still unclear on whether that is real. I mean, look at that. He's on the frozen lake with a deer body. She, could be a she, very large, in the middle of October. That doesn't make any sense at all on so many levels.
What levels does that not make sense? This is too early to be frozen?
October, frozen lake. What? Well,
if nature deems that it's time to freeze the lake.
Have you seen snow? Have you seen?
I haven't seen it, but I see an eagle with a deer on a frozen lake.
Frozen lake. In October.
There's a couch.
It's spooky season.
Here for us to enjoy it. Sitting outside.
Hello.
That's weird.
Hello.
That part's weird.
That's weird. Frozen lake, October, couch.
Jim over there. Well, he's sitting in the doorway like he always does.
Doesn't even have a jacket on.
He doesn't know where to go.
Frozen lake, no jacket on Jim.
Are you saying we're in some kind of time warp? Is that what you're trying to sell me?
I'm just saying.
Is that what you're selling me here? We're in a time warp?
It's October. This raptor.
What? Okay.
Is tearing strands of tendon
eating a deer
on a frozen lake in October.
Okay, I'm not following your point.
Jim doesn't even have a coat on.
Are you saying the lake isn't frozen and you're just imagining it's frozen?
Short sleeves on.
Are you saying that are you saying that there's a wall here that makes the weather over there a lot colder than it is here? Fringe. The TV show Fringe?
Parallel universe.
We're looking through a parallel universe, through a portal.
That eagle might be real, but not real here.
That's just about the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Now that's cool. That is cool. That
is so lame.
That is not. How is that lame?
Because there's no way that's true.
It's a frozen lake in October, and we have been here. It has not snowed.
I know it hasn't snowed.
It has not iced.
I haven't even broken out my winter jacket yet.
And Jim, no coat.
To be fair, he often doesn't wear a coat. I don't even know if he has a coat.
He has a coat. I've seen him in a giant coat. He had a coat last year. That is Fringe.
He's the only other person in town that wears a beanie cap. Everybody else wears a baseball cap. he and I wear beanie caps.
Yeah.
I'm talking about guys. I don't know.
Right. I've seen women with beanies.
Yeah.
But it's true. You're right.
I don't understand the whole baseball cap thing.
Evidently, real Mainers' heads don't get cold.
Well, the only Mainer is a real Mainer.
Well, right. Not visitors or adopting or whatever.
You think
it is
this is a fringe thing?
I think it's potentially fringe, dude. That is cray out there.
So if we were on the show Fringe, how would we get from here to there? Like, are you saying that I can't just walk down to the lake right now?
No, I mean, potentially you could, but you might actually cut in half. There was a machine. So in like season 1, episode 15,
I don't.
There's like a do not try to walk through it. It's danger. It's danger. It's
It is cold over here. Can you hear me? It's cold. It's cold over here.
oh, you're cold. I can't hear a damn word you're saying. He walked right through it. You walked through it. Hey. Oh, holy crap. It's cold over here.
I told you it's cold over here. Can't you hear me? Why can't you hear me?
Well,
I'm going back.
It's fuck. It's cold.
I can see you, but I can't hear you. So, damn it. There is definitely something weird happening right now. What? What is the what?
That was so weird.
Yeah, I saw the eagle grab you.
Yeah. And just
I couldn't even react. It was just like, and now you're here and you're fine.
yeah, he just put me down.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's fringe, baby. That is fringe. I will be tuning in tomorrow.
In Island Falls, Maine, Fringe. In real life.
Where else?
In real life.
Where else?
Or do you think we're part of a production?
Well, I mean, that was when I first saw the, but now it's like you couldn't hear me. I couldn't hear you. I think I got a little frostbite on my thumb.
Well, you can't get frostbite that fast.
Have you been to that universe over there? I think you have. Well, and
I don't have any frostbite.
You weren't swept off your feet and taken into the air by a giant raptor.
Okay. Fair. That's fair.
It makes total sense.
You didn't look scared at all.
Well, there was a moment when, I mean, you might not have been able to read my human facial expression, but I was terrified. And then I was in the air. And
it's like,
flying, sort of.
Like in the, what was that in Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit when the
Lord of the Eagles. Lord of the Eagles. That's the Lord of the Rings, but it started in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord of the Eagles.
Yeah. It was like that.
It was like that. Island Falls makes perfect sense. Fringe is filmed in Boston.
Okay.
That's not going to happen in a city. That's not going to happen. It's going to happen out here in a tiny falling down around into the ground village.
Yeah.
parallel universe. Eagles eating deers on lakes that are iced over that can't be iced over because it's October. Jim doesn't have on a coat. Did you see Jim over there?
In the Fringe verse?
Yeah, did you see a Jim?
No,
I didn't see a Jim.
there was no Jim.
No.
It's just here's the weird. Okay, this is the weird thing to me. So I'm here, and I think, and I've walked by here every day. Well, not every day, but I go to Jerry's
Every other day.
at least,
Yeah.
and I walk by here a lot, and it's just normal. And I've walked through down to the river. I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now suddenly it's become I mean, this is the first time I've seen an eagle feasting on a deer on the frozen lake.
In October.
Ever.
It's important.
I don't.
Well,
maybe October is important as well, but I'm just, of all the times I've walked by, I've never seen an eagle feasting on a deer on a frozen lake.
it's because it's October. New moon, ring of fire solar eclipse. The veil is thin, but it's not between the world of the dead and the world of the living. It's the parallel universe. It's the fringe. The veil is thin, and it just a tissue paper, a little thinner spot popped open. Island Falls. Oh my gosh. This is too much. It's giving me a hot flash.
Doesn't take much these days for that.
What were you going to say?
Are we in danger?
No. I mean, we walked right through it. We came right back.
That was once.
I was taken into the air by a raptor and put down.
That was so cool. I wish I could have got my phone out fast enough.
You couldn't get your phone out fast enough to take pictures? Well, you couldn't get your phone.
I couldn't because I was dumbstruck.
Yeah, go ahead.
I never even tried.
That's what I'm going to use the next time you make fun of me for not being able to get my picture.
Just because you're so paranoid that you lock everything 5 times, you got to punch in a code and you got to use a. And
I don't have fingertips.
Boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boop. Isn't it? So, okay, so the season, I mean, so here we do Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Is that all related?
What?
Like being in the Fringe verse and Halloween or whatever, All Hallows Eve or whatever, or Samhain.
Well, I mean, the veil thinning, Halloween.
I don't know what that means, the veil thinning. What veil?
The veil between the living and the dead thins this time of year. And so it's a great time to talk to your ancestors, throw some bones, read the tea leaves. Any of that stuff is really cool. Do travel, it's a great time to do that because the veil is thin. I'm saying maybe the veil between the 2 parallel fringe universes is also thin at this time of year.
Damn it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe, but I've been living through approximately 63 of this times of year, and I've never encountered this.
Well, you're not exactly the most,
open person to such phenomena.
Tuned in person.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I'm not.
You're super rational. You may have walked by something like that and just not seen it for what it was.
Well, Avi, I was staring at the eagle eating the deer as if it were real.
Yeah. Well, it is real. We determined it's real.
I thought it was a real part of my actual world. Good God.
To be fair, it took me a minute to realize the lake was it was the lake. And Jim,
the lake is frozen. It's so obvious.
So obvious.
I was too fascinated by the nature. It's just so cool being in Maine and all the, and like 50, 60-foot high pine trees. What? Is that real?
I kind of hope not. Mm. Mm. Mm.
I don't guess you have your binocs with you.
Oh, actually, I brought him along. There was a crow that I wanted to look at earlier. You look. I don't want to.
No,
look.
you.
No, I don't want to look.
No, you
No,
saw
I
it
don't wanna
first.
Look. I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
That is the biggest opossum I've ever seen.
Did it really? Is it? Is it actually really attacking that eagle?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
That's real.
Well, I don't know if it's real. It's fringe verse, maybe.
Well, Fringe verse is real. It's just not arguing.
Okay, I never watched the show.
But you were there.
Why is okay? Okay. Okay.
I'm not even gonna look.
Don't.
No. Oh, this has been a day.
We get here and like the second day we're here, everything goes to shit.
Jerry's didn't have any ginger tea.
Zero.
Not any. Nothing.
Zero.
Nothing.
Zero.
Nothing.
Didn't have any moxie.
None.
Nothing.
Zilch.
We had to drive to Baby Hannaford in Patton.
Yep.
Fuck's sake. At least we got your melatonin. Well, not the kind you like, but
anything really is okay.
So we did get.
I mean, we got melatonin. Maybe I'll sleep.
I don't know if I'll be able to sleep. Living right next door to the Fringeverse.
Oh, the portal will close. I mean, it's only thin for a couple of weeks.
So like after October 31st, we'll be okay?
Like November 5th. Lord.
Oh.
You shouldn't have gotten so close to Jane.
I love Jane. She's a great person.
I know she didn't give me her thing.
I don't know why. I'm really good at keeping diseases to myself.
Not this one.
You caught it? You didn't catch it.
I didn't catch it, but you've been throwing it around like you'd like me to.
You're not catching it.
Well, is that more me or more you?
Or is it part of the Fringeverse? Am I really sick?
You were sick 3 days before we got here, before the Fringeverse thing.
Maybe we brought the Fringeverse with us.
You really don't know how this all works.
I have no idea. Look, all I know, here's what I know. I enjoy watching the eagle on the frozen lake eating a deer that I assume the eagle has killed. Now, this deer may have just died of malnutrition. I don't know. Is the eagle a scavenger?
Eagles will, yes. Eagles will eat.
Okay,
yeah.
so the deer may have already been dead. I don't want to attribute any killing to the eagle, unlike you who wanted to call the eagle a serial killer. Okay. Now, being able to see that, regardless of whether it's the fringe verse or whatever, and I don't even want to talk about you're being carried away by an eagle.
Yeah, don't really want to go there, do you?
No, because that was so trippy that I don't believe it happened.
What about the 300-pound opossum that's eating an eagle?
That
real or Memorex?
I have no explanation.
Only old people will know what I just said. Millennials, they don't know what a Memorex is.
They don't need to know.
Gen
you
Y?
don't need tape.
No idea.
You don't need tape.
No idea.
Nobody needs tape anymore.
Is it real? Is it Memorex?
Nobody cares.
But we know.
Because they're listening to MP3, which sucks. It's got no depth. It's so compressed. It's ugly. You get a WAV file that's less compressed. You can get the Neil Young thing.
You never have to stick your pencil eraser in. For an hour.
Are you turning this from an exploration of the fringe verse into a trashing of an entire generation?
It's my generation. I'm not trashing.
I don't even know.
I don't even know right now.
Millennial is your generation?
No. Oh, well, okay. No, I'm a Gen X. I'm Gen X. I'm overcome. I don't even know anymore. I can't even. No ginger tea, no Moxie. Had to go to Baby Handiford, and then that, and then Jim.
I wonder if Jim can see the huge opossum.
You could go ask him.
I don't know whether he speaks English.
He said something to us last year.
Yeah, but he might just know that phrase. Oh, he did say something about Donna specifically.
He did.
Okay.
He said something about Donna specifically. He does speak English.
I didn't know because he'd never spoken to me before. I see him all the time. He's like a trailer for a foreign film. They don't speak because they don't want you to know it's foreign until you get there. And then you're reading a movie, which I like to do, as you know.
Yeah, I like to read a movie. Not always, though. Sometimes I'm like, I'm really not in the mood to read the movie.
Yeah.
I just want the movie.
It puts me to sleep. Yeah.
Just give me the movie.
Yeah, just give me the movie. Okay. He's really going to town on that eagle.
I'm glad that's over there and not on this side.
They can't get through, right?
No. I mean, we got.
But we were here, and then
They couldn't come. They could no. In the show, they did.
Did they?
But it wasn't an eagle or a 300-pound possum.
What was it?
There were people.
Oh.
It's like this race, and one parallel universe is going to basically blow out of the other. Oh. Look away.
I can't.
You've got to. Pretend that you don't see it. Oh, I'm gonna scream.
Don't scream.
I'm gonna scream.
And don't put your hand over your mouth.
I'm gonna scream.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Okay. Okay. All right. See, this is just this is not real. He's just sitting there. He's making mockery of us. Or is it just mocking us? Whatever. He's moving his little hand in front of his mouth like you are.
It's not funny.
It's very funny.
And his hand is not that little.
Well, he is 300-pound opossum. I keep saying opossum, but I'm thinking maybe it should just be possum.
It's possum.
Well, what's an opossum then?
It's the same, but you don't say it.
No. I don't know anything about being a Mainer. Except I got 60-foot pine trees all around me all half the time.
Yeah.
I
And
got
fungus that's called witch's butter.
witch's butter fungus. That's so cool.
So cool.
Now I'm going to live across the street from the Fringeverse for 7 months.
The fringe, they
Oh,
always
it closed.
close.
Yeah, okay.
It's then only until 1st of November.
Okay, great. We got here after that last year. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to bank on that. I'm going to bank on that.
I'm going to go back to the house and make some coffee.
I'll have some. We have any Bustelo left?
There's some Bustelo.
Good, because I like the Bustelo. What?
I think I'm in shock. I don't know that I'm going to be okay. Really. This is...
Have a cup of coffee. It'll brighten you right back up. You want me to go make the coffee? I can go make a coffee.
Don't leave me here.
I can go make the coffee. You can go make the coffee. Somebody needs to make the coffee. Because once I hear coffee, I got to have the coffee.
I'm going to go. I'll go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm going to go.
Okay.
I'm going to go.
All right.
I'll go.
Okay. Okay.
I'll go.
All right.
Here I go.
All right. Just let me know. I don't think I'm going to get that coffee. I'm all alone in the house across the street from the Fringeverse for 7 months. Maybe she'll come back. I don't know how it all works. I know there's ghosts in this house, so maybe they'll let me know. I loved her.
Go! Ready, go! Oh my God, they're disappearing. They're on the veil or whatever. The cusp or some kind of
cusp of the fringe verse.
Crusp of the fringe burst.
Cusp of the fringe verse.
Crust of the fringe burst.
The fringe verse. On my bagel, please. I'd like a bagel with fringe verse.
Oh, she came back. I think we're over. Okay, well, I am going to see, was it Los Dias del Muertos in Oaxaca? So that was very, like, right on there with what I'm about to experience.
Be on the lookout for frozen lakes that shouldn't be frozen.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, they're going to be back next year. Well, maybe they'll be back next month. Who knows what's going on up there in upper parts of Maine? You know, I mean, if that extra whatever, what do you call it? The not the fringe, the fringe verse. The fringe verse doesn't manifest itself back to where it's supposed to be. Then Ramen on Sunday may very well be back. But if
we'll have our color back.
But if it comes over and it is in Technicolor, we may have a problem. Bye-bye, everybody. Say goodbye to Ramen on Sunday and keep your fingers crossed. They're going to be back next month.